Hey traders! Before we jump into today's strategy, there's a quick heads up. We only back-tested 50 trades due to limited data on our current TradingView subscription, so it's really important that you do your own back-testing and forward testing before going live. We're looking at the US dollar and Japanese yen pair today. This strategy might surprise you with just how effective it is. Well, it can help you potentially make 3 times what you risk on a single trade. You could easily see a 404% return on investment trading just one pair. If you add 3 Japanese yen pairs into the mix, that's roughly 1,000% of your initial capital, all while risking just 1% of your account per trade. We'll be working with 2 time frames here, the 30-minute and the 5-minute charts. And the best part? We only need a single indicator to make this strategy work. Simplicity is key. To start, head over to the indicator panel in TradingView and search for the whole suite by in silico. If you're not familiar with it, the whole suite is a moving average that's much smoother and more responsive than the traditional exponential moving average, EMA. What's great about this indicator is that it minimizes lag and gives you a clearer picture of the market's momentum, allowing you to enter trades with more confidence. Once you've got the whole suite loaded onto your chart, you'll want to make a small adjustment. Set the length to 190, this will help you get better entry signals. The way this indicator works is pretty straightforward. Green signals bullish momentum. Red signals bearish momentum. Let's start with how you'd enter a buy trade. First, look at the 30-minute time frame. You want to see the whole suite turn green. This tells us that the buyers are starting to take control of the market. But don't rush in just yet. We need to confirm this momentum. After the whole suite turns green, wait for 5 candlesticks to close. This gives us additional confirmation that the bullish momentum is strong enough to stick around for a while. You don't want to get caught in a quick retracement or trend reversal, so this is where patience really pays off. Once the 5 candlesticks have closed, switch down to the 5-minute time frame. Now, here's the part where many novice traders go wrong. They'll see a red whole suite and assume it's time to sell. But that's not what we're doing. We're waiting for the price to cross above the whole moving average while the suite is still red. This is what we call the trap setup. Amateur traders will think the market is about to reverse into a bearish trend, but we know better. Once that price crosses above the moving average, we've got our signal. At this point, place a buy stop order above the high of the trigger candlestick, the one where the price crosses the moving average. For your stop loss, use the recent swing low as your safety net. And for the take profit? Here's where the real magic happens. You're aiming for 3 times your risk. So, if you're risking 1% of your account, you're looking to make 3%. This risk-to-reward ratio is what makes this strategy so powerful over the long term. Now, let's recap the key points you need to keep in mind before placing a buy trade. When the price crosses above the whole suite on the 5-minute chart, it should still be red. This indicates that the market is setting a trap and we're capitalizing on it. On the 30-minute chart, the whole suite should still be green, confirming the bullish momentum. Your stop loss should be set at the recent swing low, just after the signal change. If you've got all these conditions lined up, go ahead and place the trade. Now, let's talk about how to set up a sell trade. It's essentially the reverse of what we just discussed for buying. On the 30-minute time frame, wait for the whole suite to turn red. This indicates that sellers are starting to dominate. Once you've got the red signal, wait for 5 candlesticks to close, confirming that the bearish momentum is strong enough to act on. After the 5 candlesticks, move down to the 5-minute time frame. Now, we're looking for the whole suite to turn green. This is where the trap setup comes into play again, but this time, it's a bearish trap. The market is making it look like a reversal is about to happen, but we're waiting for the price to cross below the whole moving average. Once the price crosses below the whole moving average while the suite is still green, that's your signal. Place a sell stop order below the low of the trigger candlestick, with your stop loss at the recent swing high. And just like with the buy trade, your take profit should be 3 times what your. For buy trades, look for a green whole suite on the 30-minute chart and wait for 5 candlesticks. Then, on the 5-minute chart, wait for the price to cross above the moving average while the suite is red. For sell trades, look for a red whole suite on the 30-minute chart and wait for 5 candlesticks. Then, on the 5-minute chart, Wait for the price to cross below the moving average while the sweet is green. Let's take a look at the backtest results for this strategy. With the 50 trades we were able to backtest, we got a 46% win rate, which might not sound impressive at first. But here's where the risk-to-reward ratio comes into play. With a 1-to-3 ratio, even if you win less than half of your trades, you're still coming out on top. In fact, we ended up with a 42% profit from our initial capital, while only risking 1% per trade. We had 3 consecutive wins and 4 consecutive losses. But because we were making 3 times what we risked on each win, those losses didn't hurt us nearly as much as you might expect. That's the power of using a strategy with a solid risk-to-reward ratio. Before wrapping up, one last tip: make sure to backtest this strategy on a demo account before you start trading live. With our current TradingView subscription, we were only able to backtest 50 trades, but you can always add more data by trading additional pairs. I'd recommend sticking with Japanese yen pairs for now since they tend to offer more trading opportunities. That's it for today's strategy. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future strategies. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.